This shit is amazing. Peace and pugilism. This shit was amazing. This shit is amazing. This motherfucker is drunk. He is drunk. Joe. My man B-Hop is drunk as shit on this big interview. B-Hop is drunk as shit on this interview. Oh my God. This shit is classic. I'm about to play the audio right now. This shit is classic. What the fuck my man was saying, I have no clue. But Radio Raheem, looking at this motherfucker like, and he just keeps going. It is awesome. I wasn't even gonna do that tonight. Michael Buffer, what's up, man? Did y'all see this?
Radio Raheem with the executioner, the alien, Bernard Hopkins, Miami Beach, no stranger to this
This motherfucker is drunk as shit.
Don't come here.
No, tipsy.
They're strange in this area. Was it like having a fight of this magnitude here in Miami Beach? Finally, it's been like 20 years since a big fight's been here.
Man, it's Miami-ish. It's Miami-ish. Let me tell you, man. Great fights been.
And it seems like
that follow boxing, no boxing, a great.
It seemed like it really started to hit him later on, like 10 minutes in the interview. You know what I mean? Like he just took a couple of shots to the head, and then Radio Raheem he's walking out and Radio Raheem catches him. And he started doing it, he's cool. But like 7 minutes into the interview, my man B-Hop went way over yonder. Peace and pugilism, John Cable. I'm about to play this B-Hop interview that is hilarious because he is drunk as fuck. He is tipsy. He's tipsy going into full blast drunk in this interview. It is amazing.
But Ali not only lived here but trained here.
Y'all talk about me.
Fights myself and a lot of other champions in a lot of weight classes use Miami.
You can hear him. You don't even have to see it. You can hear he busts.
Just about 90% plus all the time.
He's slurring.
And
90%.
If you're a guy that you lose a couple more pounds sooner than sweating with all kinds of other tricks, Miami is the place you want to sweat, right? And let me tell you, the fights are going to come back here, and tonight is an example of it. But not just tonight. Golden Boy is really strongly looking at fights to do here with our partners and connections that has been made over the years to do fights here. This is a fight town. Listen, you come up north, you know what you have. You know what I mean? You got DC, you got Philadelphia.
DC!
New York, right? Parts of Jersey. So the tri-state is well aware of bringing back, no matter what city you live in, bringing back boxing. And you know what? Miami is a place that nobody has to have their arm twisted to come in.
Tri-states are well aware of bringing back boxing.
In the main event tonight, we have a middleweight who is crafty.
The tri-steps are well aware of bringing back boxing.
Are not jumping in line to fight.
They got good reasons.
Why? I mean, okay, you say they got good reasons.
From what's there now in that division.
And Bernard Hopkins in this interview hints to the fact, or leads on to the truth that we should see the Andre and Canelo fight. That's the fight he want to see. But then he backs up off of that at the same time. He backs off of it. He leads to the truth, whereas everybody wants to see Canelo Andre. He wants to see Canelo Andre. If then somewhere in the interview he grabbed his senses really quick and then pulled back off of it. It's hilarious.
No one in this era I've seen that brings on, other than, you know, the champions, Canelo, and there's only really a few of those, and he's with us, yes, but there's other champions that's not with us, that will rip your heart out. They come in and get you. They come in and they want to fight everybody. They want to fight the best. They'll go against the grain of their own inner circle and say, no, I want that guy. I'm not going to compete till I got that. Whether they got 2 belts, 3 belts, they want all of them. The mentality of that mentality of the most of the fighters today, Ready or Raheem, I do not see it. I'm going to be honest with you, right? And it could be something I can't. And I'm pretty sure it is a lot. Until they get exposed. When it's time to go ahead and put up and shut up, then they ain't gotta worry about their name coming out of my mouth. And I won't be apologetic about it, no matter what company that they are under. I'm gonna call an ace a spade a spade. That fight is a fight in that division, and the fight that's gonna happen tonight, and the fight's gonna happen in the future. The best fighting the best, whether you're with us or not, whether it's somebody else's company or not. That's what fight I want to see.
I mean, are we saying the fight you want to see is Canelo Andre?
Yes.
What gives you the impression that Canelo wants the Andre fight? Because the talk is that he don't want no parts of that.
That's the talk, though. And I know that Canelo will fight in the half foot and everybody up to now and don't have no problem.
Now, B-Hop throws the hook out there. But peace, Suleiman. He throws a hook. Yes, that's the fight I want to see. But he say, but Radio Raheem says, well, it seems like nobody, he doesn't want it. We're like, no, he wants it. He wants it. Now he backtracking. Check it out.
Fighting that fight is timing. It's the right reason for the fight, and it has a lot of factors in it, and a lot of it is business. But the last time I heard Canelo fought everybody that he needed a fight, I was wondering a fight or two ago whether he was going to give himself, which I never look at a fight being a break fight, because the break fights became history fights. You know, the fights that you call a warm-up or a tune-up, normally they got tuned up. Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson. Through other historic moments in history that happened. So, hey, I can use Joshua as yesterday, right? I know what happened a year ago or less.
He is drunk as shit.
This is the risk, and that is the risk you take, no matter who you fight. Canelo's gonna be all right. The contenders in that division is gonna be all right. Even if some of the champions, the ones that's left, 1 or 2 belts out there, if that really matters to the public. Some it do, some it don't. We're gonna see the fights that need to happen if it's based on Golden Boy and based on Canelo.
He said we're going to see the fight that needed to happen. Bernard Tipsy is shit in Miami. He said we're going to see the fight that needed to happen. Bernard is fucked up, Joe. This is the first time I see Bernard get an interview and he busted. Hit the like button for drinking. Hold up. He gets worse.
Trust me, Ready Raheem, I can look you in your face and tell you this ain't the promoter Bernard Hopkins. This is Bernard Hopkins that's going to tell you that the spirit, and not necessarily about the emotion of the heart, he has that, he showed that. Canelo, that is, will fight anybody at 60 to 75. He's already did it.
It does appear, not just Canelo, but it appears that at this time in boxing, being a crafty technician means you can't get the big fights. The guys who have the belts don't want to risk them against guys. I know you do, which is why I have to put this to you.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
He got that slow blink and everything.
You know that's bullshit, because let me tell you something. All that is, to me, is part of that ingredients of pound for pound. Because a guy won't shoot it out with you or bang it out with you. I mean, you had the UFC.
Okay, hold up. Hold up, okay? He drunk, box. He was drunk as hell. Listen to Ray Raheem's question, and listen to where the fuck he just answered the shit. What did he say? He is busted.
You can't get the big fights. The guys who have the belts don't want to risk them against guys. I know you do, which is why I have to put this to you.
It's bullshit. Right? It's bullshit. You know that's bullshit because let me tell you something. All that is to me is part of that ingredients of pound for pound. Because a guy won't shoot it out with you or bang it out with you. I mean, you have the UFC and you have us, right? You must recognize that
What the fuck the UFC got to do with this shit?
And the UFC is too, in a different way of fighting. We are missing the sweet science. Radio Raheem face. Radio Raheem, he said when he hit that, you have the UFC and you have us. Radio Raheem said, Like, what the fuck? Like, he actually, like, got it. But he was like, and look away. This nigga drunk. Five fathers of boxing.
Now go to the
If you look at the history, that the sweet science shouldn't get punished for having a style that systematically beats the guy up and is a one-sided fight. Canelo didn't have these type of fights. He had more fights where he really had to actually be right and be on point, or he would have been in history book as a person that got upset.
What the fuck?
By
what the fuck you just say, Bernard? What the
and
fuck
the
did
UFC
this?
is too, in a different way.
Hold up, y'all. What the fuck did Bernard just say? He is busted.
Bullshit. You know that's bullshit.
Listen to this shit.
Let me tell you something. All that is to me is part of that ingredients of pound for pound. Because a guy won't shoot it out with you or bang it out with you. I mean, you have the UFC and you have us, right? You must recognize that boxing is a skillful art. And the UFC is too, in a different way of fighting.
What the fuck did UFC have to do with it?
Missing the sweet science.
What the fuck?
Of four fathers of boxing. If you look
They
at
went
the
to the
history,
4 or 5 fathers of boxing.
that
From
the sweet science
Canelo.
should get punished for having a style that systematically beats the guy up and is a one-sided fight.
Look at Radio Raheem's
Canelo
face.
didn't have these type of fights. He had more fights where he really had to actually be right and be on point, or he would have been in history book.
Bernard just tripped himself up.
That got upset by a fighter that was a
He
major
just tripped
underdog.
himself up.
And he refused to fall into that. Why are you fighting him? Why are you fighting one of the cello friends? Why are you fighting one of this person, that person? He's keeping his.
He went from, he fucking lost me. Bernard went from bullshit to brain aneurysm. Hold up. He went from bullshit to that is the essence of pound for pound. Then from you have boxing, us, then the UFC. Then he went to the 4 or 5 fathers of boxing. What the fuck? He went fucked up. He's fucked up.
And then he takes
He
that
is
jump.
fucked up, Joe.
Why would he do that?
He is so fucked up. This is hilarious. He is so fucked
Bang it
up.
out with you. I mean, you had the UFC and you have us, right? You must recognize
Hit the like
that
button.
boxing is a skillful art. And the UFC is too, in a different way of fighting. We are missing the sweet science of four fathers of boxing. If you look at the history,
He said,
the sweet science should get.
He said we missing the sweet science of a 4x4 5 fathers. He said 4x4. He said we missing the sweet science of our 4x4 5 brothers, our 4x4 fathers. He He is drunk as shit. I love it. I'm sorry.
All that is, to me, is part of that ingredients of pound for pound. Because a guy won't shoot it out with you or bang it out with you. I mean, you had the UFC and you have us, right? You must recognize that boxing is a skillful art. And the UFC is too, in a different way of fighting. We are missing the sweet science of our forefathers and fathers of boxing. If you look at the history, that the sweet science shouldn't get punished for having a style that systematically beats the guy up and is a one-sided fight.
He should get punished.
Canelo didn't have these type of fights.
He said he shouldn't get punished for having a systematic style for beating guys, meaning he shouldn't be avoided. But he said Canelo didn't have these type of fights.
He had more fights where he really had to actually be right and be on point, or he would have been in history book as a person that got upset by a fighter that was a major underdog. And he refused to fall into that, why are you fighting him? Why are you fighting one of Cello, for instance? Why are you fighting one of this person, that person? He's keeping his career steady. And then he takes that jump. And why would he do that? And then he fight at 60 and he has that luxury.
He didn't finish the thought.
I mean,
why would he do that?
You're saying all these things about what you anticipate.
Okay, let's rewind that. He said
that was a major underdog. And he refused to fall into that, why are you fighting him? Why are you fighting one of Cello, for instance? Why are you fighting one of this person, that person? He's keeping his career steady. And then he takes that jump. And why would he do that?
Why would he do that?
And then he fight at 60 and
fight at 60 and
he has that luxury.
He has the luxury.
Is that the kind of thing where you're saying all these things about what you anticipate him doing, but is that something we see in 2020? Saunders,
yes.
And Andre.
Yes, because you know why? There are people that I know that's there.
Okay.
Fighters.
This is all brand new for me. I didn't even get this far.
And so those fights that matters is going to be in that ring with Canelo eventually. And think about the timing of it. Canelo has about 4, maybe 5 fights left in the zone contract, right? You remember the deal?
Right.
The numbers of the deal.
Right.
Fights or years. It's 2020. I see him possibly getting 3 to possibly 4 at the top of the year. Listen. And now he be sitting at the table getting another, anticipating the hugest contract, bigger than the one he got and ran through.
The hugest contract.
And he got enough time and age. Probably want to continue to win and fight the fights to build legacy, because that's where his career is at right now.
He's rocking.
It's about fights that
He's
going to
rocking,
build legacy.
yo.
Because is it about anything else? I think he accomplished that. Right now, this legacy building. You don't build legacies off of nobodies, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
so.
He said hugest. He said to me the hugest.
Their dollars and their subscription.
That motherfucker is fucked up. He is bent. This is amazing.
And now he was sitting at the table getting another, anticipating the hugest contract, bigger than the one he got and ran through. And he got enough time and age.
Ran around, he laughing.
I don't continue to win. And fight the fights to build legacy, because that's where his career is at right now. It's about fights that are going to build legacy. Because is it about anything else? I think he accomplished that. Right now, this legacy building. You don't build legacies off of nobody.
Hold up. He tripped again. He said everything's about legacy fights. It is something. He already did that. Right now, I'm like, what the fuck you mean? If he already did it, why is this about
And
legacy?
he got enough time and age. Probably want to continue to win. And fight the fights to build legacy, because that's where his career is at right now. It's about fights that are going to build legacy. Because is it about anything else? I think he accomplished that. Right now, this legacy building. You don't build legacies off of nobodies, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
We're older fighters, or wild fighters. Or
Right, he's like, right.
based on their dollars and their subscriptions, the fans got the first and rights of approval. Wow, that's in contract. So when you got the first and the last rights of refusal, I'm not buying that. The zone will get it, then we will get it, or vice versa. And then you got to change your behavior. If you don't like that grocery store prices, there's one down the street that's watching his prices to come down on his a notch or two.
If you don't like the grocery
one
store
guy we
prices.
have to give credit.
We talk about
for
grocery
being
store
willing to
prices
fight
now.
the difficult fight, one fight he doesn't have to take, and the technically proficient fighter is Deontay Wilder. He's taking on Tyson Fury for a second time, and he's certainly arguably the best technical heavyweight in the game.
Yeah, please watch this interview.
How do you see that second fight going? Is that a
Go watch
wise
this
decision
interview.
on Wilder's part?
I think because Wilder wants to clean up something that he realized
Oh, they cut something.
that he came that close to doing. And if you look at Fury, where is the credit
True.
other than
John
showing ability to heart not to get
Other than
discouraged by barely beating the count?
he's other than shooing.
Clean up something
He tried to say
that
showing.
he
He said
realized
shooing.
that he came that close to doing. And if you look at Fury, where is the credit other than showing ability to heart not to get discouraged by barely beating the count? Other than that, it's a victory for Fury that he survived and Wilder slacked up in a championship later rounds. Take that away.
Wilder slacked
Wilder was
up.
winning the fight pretty easily to me. What could happen in the second fight after knowing that you've been in there with a guy? It's normally not.
He said Wilder is winning the fight pretty easily to me. Y'all hear that? No, then after that he said Wilder was winning the fight pretty easily to me.
Rich by
We are still talking
barely
about
beating
block.
the count. Other than that,
Listen.
it's a victory for Fury that he survived and Wilder slacked up in a championship later rounds. Take that away. Wilder was winning the fight pretty easily to me. What could happen in the second fight after knowing that you've been in there with a guy? It's normally not the same. It'll be one-sided. It'd be very calculated.
On one-sided for Wilder.
Yes.
And he felt like he was winning the first fight all the way to the 12.
Yes.
Okay.
I know you probably think different, but because we don't really disagree on many things, other than you did look pretty nice. You look pretty nice tonight.
Thank you.
And you did give me a compliment about a month ago. But listen, if you look at the first fight and look at it again, you still got time. You're going to see the second fight where Wilder be really a killer instinct and finishing, which he knew he didn't do the first time, which gave, because someone out there believes that was ringside with a scorecard
He did cut a
that he
piece out. I
deserved
don't know what
based
he...
on barely beating the count and not taking Wilder down 2 or 3 times to even it up. He deserved to have a draw. That was the safest way out for outside and inside for Wilder. That was not Wilder, Fury. That was a victory for Fury. That's why we're talking about it. He's a great salesman. Oh, one of the best. One of the best. I think it's Ali.
This interview's classic.
Seriously.
Y'all go watch this interview, Joe.
To me,
His body
not
language and
personal.
everything's
I
fun.
don't think he's the greatest
He's just speaking
talented
shit.
fighter or even the Great White Hope. I think Jerry Cooney was a little bit better. The gentleman. Yeah.
You talk about the big upset with Joshua
Hold
last
up.
summer.
Hold up.
He's now a
Bernard is off the leash. Bernard is off the leash. What the fuck? Oh
and not
shit.
taking Wilder down 2 or 3 times to even it up. He deserves to have a draw.
Yo, no, he bent though. He tipsy as fuck.
If you look at the first fight, and look at it again, you still got time. You're going to see the second fight where Wilder be really a killer instinct and finishing, which he knew he didn't do the first time, which gave, because someone out there believed that was ringside with a scorecard that he deserved based on barely beating the count and not taking Wilder down 2 or 3 times to even it up. He deserved to have a draw. That was the safest way out for outside and inside for Wilder. That was not Wilder, Fury. That was a victory for Fury. That's why we're talking about it. He's a great salesman. Oh, one of the best. One of the best. I think it's Ali and him.
Yo,
Seriously.
yo, go watch this interview, bro. Hey, hearing it is not enough. You gotta see, y'all gotta see Bernard Hopkins in this. His motherfucker me what he talking about. He bit, but that shit, they say liquor's the truth serum. I don't know what's going on. Watch this fucking interview though. This shit is hilarious.
That is a tall compliment.
Because to me, nothing personal, I don't think he's the greatest talented fighter or even the Great White Hope. I think Jerry Cooney was a little bit better.
What?
Gentlemen.
He said, who said anything about the Great White? He bringing Great White Hope. What the fuck, P.I.? What did you drink tonight? What did you drink tonight? What did he drink tonight, bro? I'm gonna get me a drink for him. Hold on. This shit is classic. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. P. Hop done cut loose. This is the shit I'm talking about. It's bigger than boxing, baby. I know Unrivaled. Thank you for hanging out with me, Unrivaled. I know Rival think from the last night. Rival's like, Myra come in here trying to take the fucking fun from the live. My bad. I was thinking about it like asking questions. He's like, yo, it's in debating. That was make sports. One guy said that comment, and I was like, he's right, yo. He said he ain't even a Great White Hope. He said he's not better than Cooney. What the fuck? Water. Bernard. Where the fuck all this shit come from, Joe? Hit the like button, beautiful spirits. Hit the fucking like button. Oh my God.
You talked about the big upset with Joshua last summer. He's now avenged that loss, reclaimed those titles. But what do we learn about Joshua through that process? And does it change the metric if we do get a Wilder Joshua undisputed bout down the line?
He is busted.
That will be a amazing, historic fight that will sell out an arena for over 80 to 100,000 people. Where do
He
you
did
fit
cut
that
a step
fight
a little
in
bit.
people and population?
This shit is
control
classic.
size? Houston, somewhere.
That's why the boxing
Baseball.
brews coming back in raw effect. Like shit like this.
Football field. That will be a major, major fight that we didn't see in decades.
He's drunk.
If you look at
He is drunk as
decades
shit,
of heavyweight champions.
He drunk as shit.
You got to put Bo in there. You got to put centuries. A couple of decades. You got to put those guys in there, or at least at the tail end. But that will be a fight that
I love it,
and
Hopkins.
Prediction on that fight would be hard to predict. Even right now, if you say to me, Bernard, who do you think will win that fight between Wilder and Joshua? I have to get back on you on that.
What do we learn about Joshua in this past year? Having lost the titles the way he did, getting
have to get
stopped,
back on
and
you on that.
retiring on a 12-round one-sided decision.
You just see his face. He's
He learned from his mistake, and that he will be the fighter that he was the last fight he fought with the rematch until his career end. See, a mentality like that, if you ever know that you could have done better, and Joshua spoke about it, then you will never fall in that trap again, no matter who you fight. No excuse. He didn't take him light. He thought he was better than him that night, but he had to prove it. You live and you learn.
He's busted.
And I believe that from the conversations and from the last fight, and knowing now that people are going to be microscoping everything he do, I want to believe, we will see, that he learned a valuable lesson. Everybody is dangerous, and you fight everybody like they are champions and respect that they can hurt you too. That is key, Raheem. That is key for any fighter out there, or any athlete. If you underestimate your opponent, you already gave him the first 5 rounds.
He said, that is key, Raheem.
Let's say Fury goes against your prediction and manages to beat Wilder one way or another.
It's hilarious.
Does he beat Joshua?
This
I
is
will not
awesome.
do interviews for a year.
Wow! That is you know they're gonna hold you to that.
I owe respect, and anyone know me that it's very hard to keep my mouth shut, and to make that official on Radio Raheem radio. There's gonna be a lot of duct tape.
No,
Right beside everywhere I sit.
You're making me a loser too. You won't do interviews with anybody else except for Radio Raheem. That's what I'm talking about. Last one, Fury, Joshua. Who wins that fight?
Joshua taking low in deep waters. I think the sides will play a big factor early on both guys. Both guys is minimum speed for their height and their weight. But I think that Joshua is more fundamental sound, more of a technician than Fury being skillful for big guy, but not overly skillful. I like Joshua between 10 and 11 rounds. Of a grueling heavyweight, Ron Lyles and George the Great Foreman.
Oh man, I hope we get to find out the answers to all those questions. Always a pleasure to
Always
talk
good to see you, Ryan.
to the alien.
And get out to South Beach, man. This is his first trip here. And he's been in his room working his butt off, but he got to get out and just ride past and smell the water.
Man, you speak the truth. Radio Raheem with Bernard Hopkins.
Respect it. Thank you, sir.
Oh, shit. I think Bernard Hopkins like Radio Raheem. Not no funny business. But I mean, Bernard Hopkins really, he fucks with Radio Raheem like that. And that's a beautiful thing, man. Just to give like just a, I can't quite put my finger on it. Just an unusual interview like that. Completely open and tipsy. Man, that interview was hilarious. I'm telling y'all, go watch that fucking interview for yourself, bro. Real talk. That shit is hilarious. You could see Bernard's, you could see how the liquor started to hit him. And then like right at the last 3 minutes, he just like got more settled down. Like he's like, okay, it's hitting me. Like it really hit him that the liquor was hitting him, and he tried to like, okay, get more composure and stuff. But that shit was crazy. Watch that interview. Watch that interview. I'm gonna go ahead and push the link of that shit in the description so y'all don't have to find it. That shit is hilarious. But I just wanted to get on. He was like, he had to think too hard. He was like, and then he dived in. Philosophical Hopkins. A drunk philosophical Hopkins is it is fun to watch. Right? He had an epiphany. He was like, no, that's it, right? Or like doing the answer. It actually also sounds like we're doing in the middle of his answer. And he's like, yeah, that was it. That's it. Dare not fight. He tried to get too fucking philosophical, but he was too drunk to do it. So it just dragged out, and he was all over the fucking place. That shit was hilarious. I'm out of here, people. I just wanted to share that funny moment because I thought that shit was hilarious. In the second half of it, we watched both. Shit's rubbing off. Yeah, we watched together because I only saw the first half, and I was like, oh shit, I don't want to see no more. I want to go live for the rest of this shit. That game made me get up and put on the live just to go for that interview. I was like, when I realized, I was like, oh, he drunk. When I realized that, I said, hold up, let me grab the motherfucking, let me grab the iPad. But I'm out of here. Peace and pugilism. If you hit the like button on the way in, hit it on the way out. Enjoy the night of fights. Cherry Coon is the, yo. He said he ain't even, he ain't even, what the fuck? He said he ain't even a great white hope. He less than Cherry Cooney. Where the fuck did I come from? Where did I come from? Oh my God. B-Hop. This shows that B-Hop does not drink often. B-Hop, I don't think drinks often. And he eats very, very healthy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't eat a lot of fatty foods and fucked up foods at all. So, is South Beach, and South Beach can tip you to do a lot of things that you regularly don't do all the time. And he went up here and started drinking, and he drunk too much. I don't believe B-Hop knows how to measure how much he should drink before he really gets there. And it caught up with him. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe he's a very clean, healthy eater. So I don't think he drinks a whole lot. And I think he drunk here in South Beach. And that shit, he already knew it. You know, like, oh, that's enough. And Radio Raheem caught his ass right back on the way to his freaking hotel room. And he gave a classic drunk ass interview. That's the best you could ask for. Wow. I'm out, y'all. For real? That's it then, bro. That's it. That's it. I didn't know he said that, but I could tell, like, I'm thinking, like, I don't think Hopkins drink that often after watching this video. I was like, he don't drink that much. Because he definitely, like, he didn't know how to handle himself, Joe, in that shit. Well, he, not saying he know how to handle himself, but that shit wasn't coming out. He couldn't gather the fucking, all the right thoughts. So I could tell he ain't been busted like that. I could be drunk. I could say, I'll be drunk and I don't lose nothing. I'm used to it. I can handle that. And I know exactly what the fuck I want to say. That motherfucker, it caught his ass. It caught his ass tonight. Thank you, Radio Raheem, for this wonderful B-Hop edition. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was funny. It made my night. On the Jägermeister, I know, right? Just taking it straight on the shit. What they call them? Jaeger and Jaeger mixed with what? Jaeger mixed with what? What is that called? That drink? Jaeger and what's that drink that you mix? A popular drink they mix with Jägermeister. I've had a few of them. Shit. Jaeger bomb? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Jaeger bomb, just with some Red Bull. That's what it was. And that's what came to my mind, too. I just ain't drunk that shit since fucking Ohio. So that was many years back, 15. A Jaeger bomb. B-52. Man, Bernard Hopkins. I wonder how you... Oh, Bernard. I'm done, man. He made me want to go ahead and drink. Because I want to feel just like how he felt right here in this interview. He was so, man, dog, he gave Motherfucker hugged Radio Raheem. Watch this interview. It's hilarious. Jagerbomb Hopkins. Peace and pugilism, y'all. Peace.